Hello everybody, welcome to Soul Evolution Tarot. So today's reading is specifically designed for my Divine Feminine. So if you do consider yourself a Divine Feminine, then this reading is for you to help you better understand yourself, your journey, perhaps what you might be going through, and even get an advice, all right? So for those of you that are interested, we're going to get started in a second, but before we go into your reading, I do want to mention that these readings are general, so please take whatever is resonating for you and leave what doesn't. Also, for those of you that are interested in booking a private reading with me, you can find my email down below. Otherwise, if you will feel guided to exchange energy on my channel, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, or commenting. It truly helps me to grow my channel so I could do more readings for you guys, and I'm always grateful for all of your support and feedback. All right, so now let's get into your reading. And first, as we usually do in these readings, we're going to look at your current energy. So I'm going to pull a few cards from this deck. For some of you guys, all three will be resonating for you. For some, maybe just one or two. So as I said, just take whatever is resonating. All right, so let's take a look what current energies you, Divine Feminine, might be in right now. Take a deep breath. Okay, so let's see here. Whoop. Okay, so this one really wanted to come out, I suppose. So we do have She Who Unfolds. It has keywords swathe, embrace, and self-care. Let's see if it's focusing. There you go. All right, so with this energy being here, I feel like you, Divine Feminine, could be really taking the time for yourself, really doing some sort of self-care routine, really working on your self-love, really embracing and nurturing this energy within you. Very beautiful images on these cards. You can see this girl has like a little bird, and to me this signifies that perhaps you could be really working closely with your spirit guides at this time, and you know, they're helping you actually along the way right now, especially when it comes to perhaps creating and having the self-love for yourself. All right, so this is a beautiful energy right here. Okay, so let's get another energy for you. What other energies you could be really in right now? Okay, so we also have She Who Loved Once. It says fragile, secret love, and rejection. So for some of you guys, you could be really going also through a difficult and tough time, perhaps overcoming some sort of rejection. This could be rejection from your Divine Masculine if you are on a twin flame journey, or this could be any other relationship in your life. For some of you guys, you could be actually feeling that at this time you could be really fragile at this time, really sensitive. Your emotions could be running high, so I feel like you are trying to, whoops, it's not focusing, there you go. I feel like you are trying to be more gentle with yourself, and that is why you could be really focusing on your healing at this time, perhaps on healing your emotions, any traumas that you might have had. All right, so Spirit is indicating that you are aware of perhaps of your own wounding at this time, and you're really trying to work on any of these aspects where you could be as I said, really trying to perhaps do shadow work, some healing of your emotional body, physical body for some, or mental body, really depending, because this perhaps wounding or rejection that you've gone through might have really affected not only your emotional state, but for some you could also be feeling pretty low right now, or even physically experiencing some sort of weakness, or just, you know, not being in your highest potential right now. All right, so let's get one more. And we have She Who Listens. It says understanding, witness, and compassion. So at the same time, you Divine Feminine, you're someone that really cares for the other people. I feel like you're a very compassionate person, very understanding. You know how to listen to other people's concerns, and I feel like you could be a really good friend. And even, you know, if some people, let's say, come on to you and ask for some sort of help and support, even though you might be not feeling 100% you know, in your power, you still try to help others. Okay, really try to view their point, really understand what they're going through. And since you are being very empathetic and compassionate, you could be also, oh my god, sorry guys, I'm not looking at the camera and I'm just noticing that my cards are not in focus. So you could be really you know, picking up on others people's energies and really feeling what they're going through, and sometimes picking on other people's energy. So you gotta be really careful when it comes to discerning what you might be feeling, because since you are a highly sensitive individual, you know, you could be carrying a lot of not your own emotions and a lot of people's energies. So it's important for you to discern between your own energies and energies of others. All right, and even though you might be willing to help other people and sometimes you know, help them out, but you need to remember that you do need to take care of your own energy, and sometimes really do some perhaps cleansing and releasing of the things that especially are not yours. All right, so if you are, as I said, a highly sensitive individual, an empath, then you could be really carrying a lot of other energies within you, and this is something that could also be burdening you and weighing heavily on you. So make sure you do take care of yourself, cleanse your energy, your space, and release any unnecessary you know, energy that could be, you know, surrounding you at this time. So this is just a little bit of a warning there for you. All right, so now let's go ahead and look at how your Divine Masculine is currently viewing you. We're not focusing on them today, but we're going to pull a few cards to see and give you idea perhaps what they could be, you know, how they could be seeing you at this time. But this message is for only for those who are on a twin flame journey. So if you don't have you know, masculine that you're with on this twin flame journey right now, then you can skip this part and watch the rest of the video. All right, so let's see, how is your Divine Masculine currently viewing you, and what energies they're viewing you. And this way it's going to help you see if you're really on the same page. Perhaps sometimes we assume that this person might be viewing us one way, but in reality they might have a totally different view on the situation. So this will help you a little bit, perhaps with understanding your journey better. All right, so let's see, how is your divine masculine currently viewing you? Okay, so we do have the solitude card coming through. So I'm going to pull all three and then we'll talk about it. We also have separation, and we do have fear. All right, so let's see here. Let me get all these three cards. So with the solitude card, they're definitely seeing that you could be really either isolating yourself from them and not wanting or willing to either communicate or open up your energy to your divine masculine, or they could really see that in your own personal life you could be spending a lot of time in solitude, perhaps doing a lot of soul searching. Okay, so for some reason they think or see that you are, you know, trying to stay away from perhaps large crowds, or not spend too much time being social with other people. Or as I said, this could be an energy that they're feeling towards them, where you are not open, you're not receptive to them at this time, and you do want to spend some time in the solitude, being closed off to them at this time. All right, now we do have the separation card, so they are seeing that you could be really broken over the situation. We do have this heart and two people standing on each side, which they really feel that the separation is really perhaps affecting you. And we did see that you are going through rejection and some difficult energies right here. So they could be really picking up on your energy and really feeling the same pain, or they could be really seeing that you're struggling with perhaps letting go and surrendering to this connection at this time. And the separation is really you know, bringing you pain and affecting you in some way. All right, so the last card that we got was fear. All right, so they are also seeing that you might have a lot of fears perhaps surrounding this connection with them, or in general in your own personal life you could also be having some fears surrounding certain areas of your life, and they could really pick up this energy. Again, for some of you this could be true, for others this is how they're seeing you. So this might totally not resonate with your energy, but again, it's going to be different for all of you. So as I said, as I always say, take what's resonating for you. All right, so now as we know how your divine masculine is viewing you, now let's move on to our next question, and we're going to look at what current lessons you might be going through right now, divine feminine. So let's see here from this beautiful Nicolette de Chocolat's oracle deck. Let's see what lessons are you learning right now on this journey. Whether you're on a twin flame journey or on your own personal journey, we're asking you know, in general for you, divine feminine, what you could be learning right now, what important lessons. Okay, so what do we have? Yeah, so this is number 31, and this card is called Tough Love, and it's pretty much all about healing. So you are learning how to heal yourself at this time. And we did see that you might be really focusing on your own healing right now, which is indicating that you are definitely on the right path. You are learning this lesson, and yes, it might be something that you perhaps don't want to face, or at some point you were rejecting or really avoiding, but Spirit is really pushing you towards this healing. This lesson is definitely going to help you come out stronger and better once you go through this tough time. So this period is really necessary for you, and you should be really taking this time as long as you feel is needed in order to get to the place where you will be definitely feeling a lot more better. Okay, so let's pull one more card. What other lessons you could be learning at this time, Divine Feminine? Okay, and this is number 9, and this card is called A Happy Place. So what you're also learning is to be happy, to be satisfied with perhaps your current circumstances that you found yourself in. You're learning how to perhaps find joy, pleasure in your everyday life. All right, so for a lot of you, perhaps maybe for some time you've been really focusing on the negative, perhaps on the pain that you went through, all the challenges and difficulties in your life. So right now you are trying to shift your mindset, shift your energy, and focus onto more pleasurable things. Perhaps you're trying to find positive aspects of your life. So it's almost like you are trying to fulfill and fill your own cup, and you're definitely learning how to be perhaps happy on your own at this time, even if it means being separated, for those of you that are on a twin flame journey, from your divine masculine. All right, so let's see here now. I do want to ask my next question, which is where you are in your ascension journey, and how is Spirit currently helping you at this time. So let's see here where you are in your ascension journey. Okay, so we have another card of healing. Okay, it says healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. All right, let me show you up close this card. Beautiful images. So again, Spirit is indicating, and they're also helping you to go through this healing process, but they're really indicating that this healing is definitely happening for you. So allow for these energies to come, really embrace them, and really trust this process. It says you're not broken here, so don't view yourself as something or someone actually that is broken. All right, so just be very gentle, as I said, be very gentle and nurturing with yourself, and do all the necessary things that would probably make you feel happy, to find your happy place. All right, so whatever it takes, how long it takes, don't stress out about the timing, about the process. Really allow for these energies to flow in and for this healing to happen. We also have a message, it's safe to soften. So for some of you guys, perhaps you have become a little hardened by certain situations, certain things in your life, perhaps through going through a lot of challenges. And Spirit is saying, now it's time for you to really soften your heart and perhaps start working on especially your heart chakra, and opening up your chakra and heart space once again. Because if we're really going to stay closed off and hardened, we will not be able to allow the healing energies to come through, and also we're not going to be able to allow other people come to us with good intentions. Because when we're really closed off, we cannot give or receive energies, especially energies of love. And Spirit is wanting you to be receptive and be open. Yes, of course, have healthy boundaries, but you don't need to be closed off to everyone around you, because not everyone has bad intentions or are trying to hurt you. So you gotta really remember that. All right, so this is a beautiful card I'm going to place right here. So now let's grab this energy oracle deck, and we're going to see what other information Spirit wants you to know at this time. I'm really feeling heavy energy from this reading today, so I could really pick up on the things that you might be going through right now. Okay, so let's see here. What else do we need to know for you, Divine Feminine? So what might be perhaps shifting or changing, or what other information Spirit wants to bring? Okay, so we do have number 8, indecision. So for some of you guys, you could be really having a hard time making some sort of important decision within your own life. And for all of you, it's really going to resonate differently, but perhaps you're being asked right now to really make a decision about something, or even someone in your life. Okay, because you could be really standing at the crossroads and not knowing which way to go, and it's time for you to make this decision and to finally take the first step towards this new beginning, perhaps leaving something behind or someone behind in your life. Because with this energy, you could be really feeling stuck, experiencing stalemate, and things are just not really moving in your life. So Spirit is asking you to make some sort of decision, whatever this is, relating to, okay, in your life. And let's pull one more. Okay, so we do have number 4, happy family. So I feel like if you are currently struggling to perhaps create family, your own family, or perhaps this is something you really want in your life, Spirit is saying you're able to do this. You're able to have a happy family, happy home, whatever you want, okay? Depends how you're viewing this energy, but this is just I feel that overall this is an energy of happiness. So if you're currently struggling with finding this happiness, again, you are on the right path by healing yourself, and you're definitely going to get to a place where you will be having this family or happiness that you're looking for. So this is just a matter of really taking the steps towards this energy, okay? And Spirit is indicating that this is coming up for you. So they're really encouraging that all this happiness is waiting for you. Perhaps once you make this important decision in your life. Okay. Now let's see, I do want to pull one card from Monology deck to see the advice from Spirit. Let's see what other advice they could be giving you at this time. Okay, so we have nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. Okay, so with this card being here, Spirit is really saying that nothing is pretty much yet set in stone, meaning that you can really change the outcome. The future holds many possibilities and only you can create your happiness. Only you can choose which way to go, which path to take, and it's, you know, really depending how you're going to handle the situation. But don't think that let's say if you have something in mind and perhaps you have already set yourself for a certain outcome, Spirit is saying be flexible when it comes to your thinking, when it comes to really viewing the situation one way or another, because nothing really in this life set in stone, and there are multiple possibilities. So you gotta really view the situation, you know, from a different perspective perhaps, and be open to being flexible, be open to perhaps you know, seeing many options and possibilities when it comes to an outcome, or in general when it comes to your future, let's say life. You know, you're needing to be more open and know that you know, things could change for you. But if you're struggling to see that, then you're definitely, you know, robbing yourself of opportunities that could be really presenting themselves into your life. So don't allow this negative thinking, or perhaps, as I said, viewing the situation, let's say it's a certain situation in your life, seeing only from one perspective, one angle, because you could be missing on some information here. You could be really missing opportunities. Okay, so let's move into our final question here, and we're going to ask Spirit what will be coming into your life in the nearest future. Okay, so what energies could be really coming into your life very soon? So let's see, we'll pull a few cards. Okay, we do have guidance. It says wisdom, learning, and new information. So you will be receiving more guidance from Spirit, perhaps even for somebody else in your life. You're definitely becoming more wiser. You could be learning some important new information. All right, this could be in regards to anything. So really pay attention at what you're receiving, at what guidance you're receiving. If this is from your spirit guides, pay attention to all your signs, synchronicities, dreams, whatever this might be for you. All right, so